Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. So, guys, I've got some very, very big news. Very, very big news. Unbelievable news, actually. Apparently, Dmitry Bivol has come out and said that he's not going to rematch Canelo in September unless the fight happens at 168. Wow, this is a big twist of events. And this isn't going to go down with Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, I don't know where this stands contractually and whether Dmitry Bivol has to fight Canelo. Obviously, Bivol, you'd have to say, beat Canelo. He should be the A side now. But obviously, the contract was agreed. Is it a case where the contract expired? I don't know. But all I am going to say is Canelo Alvarez is not going to be happy with this, because Canelo Alvarez is going to want to fight Bivol at 175. Canelo, as I've pointed out, and I pointed out this many times, that Canelo is going to be left in a situation where he's going to be in a very, very uncomfortable situation if he has to fight Dmitry Bivol at 168, because Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight him at 168, but I can see why Bivol would want to fight Canelo at 168, because Bivol looks at it, what do I gain fighting this guy? I want to fight for all the belts. I want all the belts. Canelo is going to feel very uncomfortable. And Canelo recently in an interview said, I'm fighting him at 175. I'm not fighting him at 168. Now, is that a case where Canelo, there's a lot of strategic play behind that? Or is it a case where Canelo Alvarez is looking at it that, look, I want to beat him at 175 because he beat me at 175? Or is there strategy behind that where he's thinking, if he comes and beats me at 168, I'm done? So there might be a bit of everything there. But I personally think if Canelo fights him at 168, oh my goodness, that is a very, very, very dangerous game. I think a fight might be more intriguing because people may think, oh, is Bivol going to be drained? Is it going to be this, that, the other? But it's so risky for Canelo's career that we're talking about someone that could lose everything. Because everybody's been saying that Canelo is the best at 168. They're talking about Canelo as one of the greats at 168. But Bivol comes down to 168 and beats him. That is not good for Canelo's legacy. So Canelo Alvarez is going to have a decision to make. He's going to have a decision to make. What does Canelo do here? Because I think he's going to have to... Yeah, I think this is going to be very, very interesting to see what Canelo Alvarez does here. Very, very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting for me. Because I think Bivol's kind of... If there's no contractual obligation, I think Bivol has walked Canelo into a corner here. What does Bivol do? What does Canelo do? It's very, very... because you got to realize, right, if Canelo loses to Bivol, that's his career done as far as I'm concerned. Where does Canelo go? People may say, well, Bivol might move back up. But I just don't think Canelo will have any... I don't know where Canelo will go. It's a very, very difficult spot for Canelo's career. And if Bivol does do that, I think the best thing what Canelo should do, Canelo should say, okay, forget it. I don't want to fight you. And fight Benavidez. That's what I think Canelo should do. Because I personally think Bivol is all wrong for him. And I think Bivol would beat Canelo again. At 168, people may say, oh, no, well, I still think Bivol, if Bivol is not handicapped, I still think Bivol might be too good. Because I don't think Canelo's going to hurt Bivol. And Bivol has got a very, very horrible style for Canelo. So if I was Canelo, I would take the fight 175, or I would look elsewhere. Personally, I just don't know whether... Yeah, I think Bivol wants to fight Canelo at 168 because he wants all the marbles. He's getting irritated. I think Bivol is getting frustrated that he's not getting an opportunity to fight for belts. He's getting irritated, so that's why it's probably resulted in him coming out and saying that look, it's 170, it's 168, or I'm not fighting him. I think that's where Bivol is probably getting a little bit agitated, a little bit frustrated. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see what Canelo does here. Because if that's Bivol's request, Bivol effectively is the A-side now. A-side in the sense that he beat Canelo. So he should have some say in the negotiations. However, if the rematch was already negotiated prior, it doesn't really have a leg to stand on. And I think Bivol should fulfill his contractual obligations, but it might not be, because if Bivol doesn't have any contractual say, then why would he be making such statements that the fight's got to happen at 168 or it's not happening at all? Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. What do you guys think of this? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think. This is crazy. And if the fight was to happen at 168, who wins this fight? Would you give Canelo a better chance? How do you see this? It's crazy. Crazy. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.